Good morning, everyone. Today I'm at Bushwhacker Lake in southern Vernon County, Missouri. We will be testing some equipment. I actually got in here late last night. It was dark. The wind was blowing about 30 miles an hour. I tried to set the camera up to do some video and it just kept wanting to blow over. So we're not getting started till this morning, but I wanted to test some stuff before I hit any trails or anything, and learned quite a bit last night, so we'll just dig right into it. So one of the first things I wanted to try is this Adventure Ridge tent. It's roomy inside. It is a 2-layer tent vented with a rain cap. It's fairly spacious inside. The only bad thing about it is I do not recommend these for being on the trail in the wintertime. What I found last night was that the wind would blow right up under the rain cap. The wind was blowing about 30 miles an hour out of the southeast last night, and it would blow right up under the rain cap and come right down on you. So basically you had no wind protection whatever. It is a very nice tent, be good for summertime. For me, it got a little cold. Temperature got down to about 44 degrees last night, and the only part that was really uncomfortable was the wind coming in on me. The other item I wanted to test was this world famous sports mummy sleeping bag. It's rated at 10 degrees. I have never slept in a mummy bag before, and I'm used to rolling around a lot, so it seemed to keep me warm, other than the fact that you can see we had equipment failure with the air mattress, and because I was laying basically on the mattress on the tent floor, the cold ground, you could feel it underneath you. Top part of my body stayed warm. The only place that didn't was keeping up around my face covered for the wind. I do have another tent. It's actually a bivy tent that I never set up last night because I fought this one in the wind for so long. As you can see, I left the strap on this side unstaked to try to keep the wind from coming in from that direction. Unfortunately, on the back side, the way the wind was blowing, I had to stake it out to help support the tent from collapsing. Other than that, the tent held up pretty good in the wind. There are several areas for camping here, and the good thing about Bushwhacker is at the time right now there is no charge to camp here. It is a Missouri Conservation Department camping area, recreation area. There are several hiking trails. I believe most of them, when you get to the end of them, you either come out on a road or you have to turn around and come back down them to get back where you started from, that go all the way around the lake. Firewood, there's a few places around that you can get it, but it's best to, I usually bring my own up just to have it already cut up in pieces. Otherwise, you're going to have to bring a saw with you or something to cut up all the dead. And only stuff laying on the ground is to be used. The lake itself is basically about 157 acres in size. There's the privy. It does have a fishing dock. Also a place to tie the boats up to. Fishing regulations. It does have a slot limit. Anything between 12 and 15 inches are protected and have to be returned. On largemouth bass, crappie 30, no length limit. Channel catfish 4, no length limit. And other fish statewide up to 20 in aggregate, no length limit. Have a maximum of 3 poles per person. You can't take any live bait out of the lake other than gizzard shad. They do allow hunting around here, so you can see I got my Hunter Orange Bass Pro hat on. Here's the boat ramp. Because there's a lot of trees and stuff out there, any boats that have a 10 horsepower motor or larger can only operate at no wake speed. It's very easy to hit trees out there. This lake is really good for kayakers, canoes, and small john boats. When I bring my boat up here, I just use the trolling motor. The only time I fire up the big motor is to load it back onto the trailer. So there's a picture of the dam. As you can see, there are many trees in the water. And they get thicker the further to the south of the lake you go. We're out on the fishing dock. As you can see, there's places to tie your boat off to get up onto the dock when you're out in deeper water. if you need to run back to camp to get something or back to your truck. You can hear the, I guess it's muzzle loading season up here. This is one of the hiking trails. Due to all the shooting, I'm gonna turn around and go back to camp. Looks like the lake is really up so far. I haven't seen the water this high in a long time. The only drawbacks to coming up here is this is like a wind tunnel up through here. There is a actual windmill farm about 10 to 12 miles to the south of here, and the wind is always blowing up here. So this is Bushwhacker Lake in southern Vernon County, Missouri. There are trails over there on the other side of the lake. I haven't hiked them yet. They're relatively flat. Kind of like the trail that I was just on. But I will be doing some other videos up here, doing some fishing and other stuff like that there. So I'm going to break camp, head home, and don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.